So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Anguissa makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, Peter, we're talking about a great engine here. You think there's 2 or 3 of them on the pitch because of the sheer amount of ground he'll cover. 1 minute he's breaking up a counter-attack in the opposition half, and the next he's making a tackle just outside his own box. The kind of player who does all the ugly work.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Opts for safety. Fulham ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. That's a good ball out wide. Kubo. Modric. Wilson just eases him off the ball. And this is the... Tries a shot! There it is! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Anderson. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's Dembele! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Nicely spread. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Jimenez. Over to the right flank. Rafael Leao. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. And it's Anguissa. Might be danger here. Berger. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Played out to the left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a really well-measured ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Anguissa! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! And he scores! No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Smith Rowe chasing after it. Rafael Leao. Dembele. Spread to the right. Kubo. He leaps for it! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Lukic. Wilson. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That's a good run he's making there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Caicedo. Modric. Modric! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid have their second corner now. And they've got Reed. And now they can spring out of defence. Berger in acres of space out wide. Fulham have got it back and they'll have another go.
Wilson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Castagna. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao. Lovely feet. Looking for the far post. Cleared away. Chukwueze. Here's Berger. Pinches it off him. Chukwueze. Sessegnon does really well there. He is strong. Tries to cross. That's a decent clearance. Wilson. Lukic.
2 minutos de descuento.
Caicedo. This is promising. Kubo takes a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Bassi. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. We're on the move again. And it's Berger. And he's forced to go back. And it's Castagna.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Caicedo. And on Gisa. Now it's Dembele. Distributed tidily. Now it's Kubo. That's going across goal. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Gisa! He will be livid with himself.
Sessegnon.
Chukwueze. He is through here. Caicedo gets a foot in here. Now it's Kubo. And here's Dembele. Rafael Leao. Castagna defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's rising! It's hit the uprights. It's not an especially good pass, that. Smith Rowe. This game already looks like a fait accompli. Chukwueze. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Kubo. Now it's Dembele. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Castagna goes direct. Modric. Can he get on the end of this? Rafael Leao plays it in. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Taken back almost at once. Can he get it through? Rafael Leao with the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Berger. And it's Sessegnon. Could be danger here. He's got away. Played into the box. And this is Dembele. And the shot's on here.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Fulham can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Castagna. Now Lukic. Wilson. And it's Modric. Dembele currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to...
Shoots! And that's a good finish. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Threads one in. That looks a cracking ball. There's the shot! And that's wide.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Castagna.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Modric. This looks promising. Caicedo. This time, surely! And there's a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Madrid are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alexander-Arnold. King. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Iwobi. Anderson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rafael Leao. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And they win it back again. Ambitious ball here. And that's a dangerous ball. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Raul. 4 extra minutes added on. Anderson cuts it out. He's looking wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through. Played into space. Bassi attempts a clearance. Lukic. And that will be it. Madrid pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Kubo just could not help himself, could he? 3 goals to his name. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Madrid definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space. He needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
So we're up and running. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. And it's Modric. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with whip. Oblak claims it without any fuss. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Solot. He's got away.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? And he makes no mistake. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Marcó en el minuto 6 el dorsal 7, Griezmann.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now.
He's in one-on-one. Great chance! It's a goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Anguissa. Caicedo. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's picked out the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Solot! Brilliant from Solot! A finish of true class. They are purring, truly purring. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And it's Anguissa. Madrid already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Now it's Kubo. And this is Dembele. Shoots! And that's off target. Oh no, this does not look good. And a chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Modric. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. Played out towards the right wing. Anguissa. And Caicedo. Now there's a fine ball. Nice interception, well timed. Dembele. And the shot! And there's a goal! They're back within reach! Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
El dorsal 20.
So could they be onto something here? Spread it left. And it's Modric. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's neat. Kubo! Of course! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
El dorsal 7.
Madrid now just needing one.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he's played it in low. And it's been taken short. He slings it in. Jimenez clears it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And here's Kubo. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Some really good ball movement. Kubo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Anguissa. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Now it's Griezmann. Rafael Leao has created one goal already. Modric looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. Now this could be a chance. Dembele! Solot, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Good ball, good take. Griezmann. Baina. Camavinga kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Griezmann. Ball's played through. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Modric. And that's a date. Shot a goal! And he's found the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Is there any support? He's having a shot! Well, that is one way to get his defending done. Caicedo, showing good feet. And it's Anguissa. Dembele under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Solot pinches it off him. Anguissa gets on his bike and on the move. Dembele, chance surely! And he has his goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Madrid leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Van Dijk. Jimenez. It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through.
Madrid really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's a promising position. Anguissa. Very nicely done. Camavinga. Koke. And Simeone. Oh, good spread. And he's quick to return it. Barrios. Now it's Griezmann. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Foot in. Griezmann with a definite foul there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
El dorsal 10.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
El dorsal
Nicely
19.
spread.
El dorsal
Now it's
22.
Kubo.
El dorsal 16.
Kubo. Barrios.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's forced to go back. Can he get it through? And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Distributed tidily. Kubo is onto this. Caicedo. That's tidy. Has to go back here. Oh, super ball. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Madrid really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Habrá 3 minutos de
Kubo,
descuento.
he's picked his way through. That's good play. And the number on the board is 3.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Begley.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
La alineación de hoy será...
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I personally like the look of this guy, Mattia Zaccagni, Peter, because he just seems to have a unique reading of the game, almost as if he's playing on a different frequency to the rest of the team. And I mean that in the best possible manner. Whether it's high-tempo passing or hitting the bylines to play cutbacks, he tries things that no other players would even think of.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Alexander-Arnold. Kubo is onto this. Shot at goal! Has another go! But he's left disappointed. Cancellieri. And it's Basic. Spread it left. Zaccagni. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Zaccagni. Tavares got a long way forward to join the attack. Kubo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. That's really nicely played. Quarter of an hour played. He's got away. Romagnoli did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Kubo picks it up out wide. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Zaccagni in acres of space out wide. Hila. That's Taylor. That's going wide left. Now it's Sakanyi. Anguissa. Kubo. Caicedo. And Kubo. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Caicedo. Distributed tidily. Alexander-Arnold drives forward on the overlap. Zambo Anguissa. Noslin receives it in a good position here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's neat. Cataldi with a fine tackle. Jimenez. Nice control. Forced to go back. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been cleared. Taylor. That's a good ball out wide. Cancellieri. He is through here. Basic proves too strong. That's been cut out. Well played. Rafael Leao. And it's Modric. Kubo. Oh, that is a nice touch.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Chance for a shot! And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Madrid are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafael Leao. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Modric. And this is Dembele. Corner number 3 coming up. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Nuno Tavares. Romagnoli. Here's Basic. Caicedo makes a dash for it. Played out to the left flank. That's very neat. Has to go back here. And this is Dembele. The ball has bounced loose now. Spread out to the left. And it's on Gisa. Great chance! And yes, it's there! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Cataldi really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Rafael Leao is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Out for a throw. Basic with the cross. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's picked his way through. Caicedo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Threads one in. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. Caicedo, very nicely done. And this is Dembele, deftly away. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Camavinga deals with that comfortably. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Kubo. Shifted it to the flank. He's found the way through. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a searching pass. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, it's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. It's out for a goal kick. Now, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Madrid leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Camavinga getting forward. And And it's Modric. That is good progress on the left. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So their fourth corner of the game. Zaccagni is there to clear. They get a throw in. He is just caressing the ball.
Madrid nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Anguissa. He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And yes, it's him again. So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, nice touch. Nice physical challenge.
Basic. Madrid have turned up with a...
And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Anguissa claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.